Hey Limitless Nation, today you are in for a treat. You get to learn directly from Coach Leonardo. Coach Leonardo is a modern day Tony Robbins from South America. Early on, Coach Leonardo faced many difficulties and struggles, even having to pay ransom money to save his wife, bringing him to the point of going bankrupt. Coach Leonardo did not give up. Although English is not his first language, Coach Leonardo taught himself to overcome his setbacks and learn English. Coach Leonardo now speaks before executives, CEOs, and Fortune 500 companies, such as Toshiba and HP. He and his wife now enjoy life while traveling all over Central America to do it. In today's masterclass, you are going to learn from the one and only Coach Leonardo. Let's get into it.
Well, before you dive into today's masterclass session, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. It allows you to receive notification about every single time we have uploaded a new video and showing you how to live a limitless life. Now, if you want to dig deeper on what you need to do to hunt your future, make sure you watch the interview that I've done with Donna Vaughn at huntyourfuture.com. It will show you how you can hunt your future on every aspect of your being. Plus, you're going to receive tips and secrets on what you need to do to tackle your days on a regular basis. Now, let's dive into today's masterclass sessions.
Hey, Coach Leonardo. Welcome.
Thank you, Donovan. It's really amazing to be here with you.
Absolutely. We're glad to have you.
Thank you for inviting me.
Most welcome. Now, here at the Limitless Nation, we have a tradition of starting each interview with a quote or mantra. Do you have a quote or mantra that you have embedded into your life?
Yeah, the main mantra is everything you do is whatever is a product or a service, you must be sure that you add value and you are changing people's lives. So that's what I am committed. Everything I do, I always look for add value.
Everything you do, look to give value.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not about getting money. It's not about increasing traffic, for example, or something like that. It's whatever I am doing, how I am going to help people to improve their life, to improve their job, to improve their performance. It's always about adding value.
Okay. Adding value. That's a great way to do it. Now tell us, Coach, what are some challenges, difficulties, or perhaps even obstacles that you've had to overcome to get to this limitless life that you're living now?
I have two major breakthroughs in my life. One, some years ago, when I went bankruptcy due to a kidnapping threat in my country to my ex-wife. It was really hard training because people calling you at the phone telling that you have to give them money or they are going to make some terrible things. So I spent all my money in that. I will never go to the police, so I lost everything. It has to happen in order that I travel to United States by an invitation of IBM. When I was completely bankruptcy, I didn't have any money in my pocket. I went to US. I went to write a book with IBM. I began to write that. IBM gave me an apartment, the lunch. I have to see how I look for the breakfast and dinner. It was really hard, but it was a challenging situation that helped me to reinvent myself. So I began to write that book, but I began to attend to free seminars. So I attend to some seminars with Bob Proctor, Jim Rohn in that time, and I began to reinvent myself. That's what my first breakthrough. And after that, I began to study coaching, clinical hypnotherapy. I changed my technical background to soft skills background, something like leadership, neuroprogramming, linguistic, and all these kind of new things. It helped me really a lot to reinvent myself. Now I am working as a keynote speaker in many congress, as a senior consultant in those topics, helping organizations to change their culture. So that was my first breakthrough. The second breakthrough was to meet with Henry Gold, that is now my mentor, because he helped me in order to say, okay, you have a huge background, you have a huge networking, you have to leverage that in order to impact more people. So I was in a comfort zone. After I talked with him, I know that I can impact not only hundreds of people, but millions of people. So he really changed different mindset, and now I am thinking globally, and that's what I am doing now.
Wow, that sounds exciting. So you went from a very, very difficult situation where your wife was basically being held for ransom, and you went all the way to bankruptcy, and then you were able to turn it all around even after bankruptcy by writing a book and then attracting wealth into your life.
Yeah, that's what my journey.
Wow, that is so amazing.
It was really hard, but I think it was the best thing that I have in my life, because you don't have those major breakthroughs, you didn't change, you didn't begin to realize all the value that you can give.
Okay, I agree with that. Now, tell us, Coach Leonardo, what are you working on right now?
Hope you enjoyed the masterclass session so far. Before we get into the second half of the session itself, it is very crucial for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, as I really don't want you to miss out on another masterclass where I'm going to share with you what other expert celebrities, Fortune 5000 companies do to become successful and live a limitless life. So make sure you subscribe right now, and every single time we upload a new video, you will receive a notification bell. This allows you to enjoy the masterclass on the regular basis. So make sure you subscribe right now. Well, as you are ready, let's get into the second half of the masterclass session.
I am, after I meet Henry, I begin to change some of the things that I am doing. I create blueprint that is called the digital leadership blueprint. That is how, instead of using difficult technical words, for example, enterprise architecture, digital transformation, and many other words, I think that the best way to add value to organizations and professionals and everywhere is to talk about digital leadership. So I begin to write the blueprint for the digital leadership. Now I have a global seminar. I am in a tour for that. That is moving from Colombia, Peru, Chile, Argentina, talking about the digital leadership. I also create an online training for that. And in order that organizations can use that, we create something that is called digital restructural assessment program, where you go to an organization 1 day, 3 days, 5 days, or maybe 45 days, and you assess all the structure of the company in order to see how leadership is working. It's really great. Now I am busy, but I am impacting many organizations. I am happy doing that. Instead of talking about some technical stuff, I now connecting with boards, directors, executives, organization owners, and we are really changing the game in Latin America. Finally, between all of that, I am writing a book. The book is called Think, Act, and Lead as Da Vinci. How you are able to go from a good to great to a fearless life. So I am really amazing. I am making my purpose every day. And that's my second breakthrough, thanks to Henry, because now I am organizing things in a good way. And it's amazing that I am be able to connect with many organizations globally in an easy way. That's the difference.
That sounds absolutely exciting. So tell us, Coach Leonardo, where can the viewers and listeners go to learn more about both your digital leadership as well as your book?
Thank you. It's coachleonardo.com. It's funny that before that, I have too many websites with many complicated names. Instead of that, just one place, coachleonardo.com, and you will find everything about digital leadership, my blog, my company, etc. in one place.
That's amazing. So tell us, was there anything that was holding you back from being limitless?
That's a great question. After I meet Henry also in this second part of my life, I think one of the things that it was the major concern was belief that it was possible, because I say I've been in a comfort zone. I think things are going well, but now I have to rethink myself with different products in an easy way. It was like a combination of belief, fear, because I say, okay, let's try and let's see if it's going to work. And the funny thing is working. Before I have to make many calls to clients in order to say, we have these services, these trainings. Now things are in a in a complete different way. They are calling me, they are signing up in our websites, and I have a full schedule now until end of the year. So it was a complete way, different way to see things. But I think the major concern is that you have to believe that if you are in purpose, everything is going to be aligned to help you to reach your goal.
Okay. You are in alignment with what you need to go. Then, okay, I missed a little bit of that. So basically, if you are in alignment with where your goal is, then everything is going to line up for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you mentioned that English isn't your primary language. What is your primary language?
My primary language is Spanish. So that's why some words, some phrases may sound a little bit weird, but it's the way that I am mastering the English little by little.
Exactly. And you're taking imperfect action. You're facing what could be a fear, and you are conquering it and becoming limitless.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's amazing. I mean, you have the ability to be bilingual, which is now a very highly sought after skill.
Thank you. And you know that now my websites are in Spanish and English in order to have a broader audience. And it's funny that now I am reaching people who speak English. Before now I was only with the Spanish speaking countries, and now I am receiving many queries from other countries. So that's amazing.
It is. It's absolutely, it's so much easier to understand language when it's in the language that you communicate the most in.
Yeah.
It is. And it's a learning process. And like I said, it's exciting to see you grow.
Thank you.
Now, tell us, Coach, what is a habit that you have adapted or instilled into your life that has helped you maintain this limitless life?
Okay, I think it's to have a routine. A routine is when you get up, the first thing that you do is to be grateful for everything that you have and you will receive, in order that you are aligned different to make your work in that day. After you do that, I usually visualize. I have some tools to visualize what I really like, what is my purpose, my vision, and then I go to make some exercise in the gym, and then I'm ready to begin work. So I think it's the habit of being grateful, visualizing, exercising, and then you are ready to begin your work. And it's the way, I think it's habit is the way that you can begin to have better results.
Okay, so you're starting each day out on a positive step. That way it can snowball, and the rest of the day can be a grateful, positive, uplifting, positive, enlightening type of day.
Yeah, because if you don't do that, you are a slave of your day, because you begin to receive appointments, tasks, and you are not in a positive mood. So I know that I can have troubles, problems, but if you're in a positive mood, you will be much better in a better position to improve them.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that, because in a positive mindset is much easier to work with and create new ideas than in a negative mindset. Now, tell us, do you have or did you use a resource to help you get to where you are now in your limitless journey?
As I explained before, I am clinical hypnotherapist, so I usually use tools of suggestion and hypnotherapy. So in that way, I help some people. For example, I can tell you, give me 7 fears, 7 goals. I record them in some different sounds, theta sounds, beta sounds, waves, for example, and with some special kind of music. If you listen that in the morning or in the evening, you dissolve fears and paradigms, and you reaffirm the neuroplasticity of success. So that's the tool I already use. I learned how to do that when I study clinical hypnotherapy, and just the tool that I use every day. And I use that tool also to help many people when they need.
Right. Now, you say hypnosis. Yes, hypnosis. Hypnosis is what you have utilized in your life to help you attract a more wealthy or abundant type of life to you.
Yeah, because with hypnosis, you make your thoughts stronger. So when you are committed to that, you align thinking, feelings, and actions in order to do that.
Okay, I can agree with that. Yes. Now, Leonardo, what is a book that you have read that has made the biggest impact in your limitless journey so far that you can share with our viewers and listeners?
Okay, I have 2 favorite books that I read every time because I don't know how many times I read them, but they are my favorite. They are the Think and Grow Rich because it has so many lessons that I think that you can learn. And each time that I read it, I find some different approaches. It's really amazing. And the other is the Science of Getting Rich. So those are my favorite books, and I usually read them one time in a month, but I usually find different things each time I read.
Okay. So Think and Grow Rich and the Science
Of Getting Rich.
of Getting Rich. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And both of those are by?
No, the first one is by Napoleon Hill,
Yep.
and the second is Wallace. I don't remember the name. The last name is Wallace.
Would it possibly be Willie Wallace or William Wallace? You make me a much better communicator. You do. And that's a good thing. I encourage it, and it's absolutely amazing, namely because I am a little bit hearing impaired. I have to really, really focus on what you're saying. So it's exciting to try to hone that skill. Now, Coach Leonardo, if you had to start all over again in that dark, difficult time, is there anything that you would have done differently to live the limitless life that you're living now faster?
Yes, I think the secret of my success and everything I have now in my life, and I know that is the secret for everyone, is to have a mentor. So what I will change is to have a mentor from the very beginning, not after you experience some difficult troubles. And I really sure that if you find a mentor, and you can manage your journey with him, you can acknowledge your actions, it will really change your life.
I agree. By finding a mentor, you're surrounding yourself with people who are at a level higher than where you are right now, but where you want to go. And by having them in and associating with you, you are then pulled up to their level.
Yeah, I think a mentor will increase your results 10 and 100 times. I am sure of that.
I know that to be true. It's absolutely amazing what the right mentor can do in your life when you go out and find a mentor and get a mentor. Now, Coach Leonardo, the Limitless Nation is dying to know, how can we connect with you, learn more about your business, and really know more about what's going on in your life?
Okay, I have too many different social sites. However, I think it will be easier if you go to my page, coachleonardo.com, because I have different blogs. I usually write a daily article, and those articles are in Facebook, LinkedIn. I post many pictures that are in Instagram also, but I think the main site is going to be the coachleonardo.com.
coachleonardo.com. Check it out, guys. Well, Coach Leonardo, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Donovan. It was really a nice interview. I expect to meet with you in a coaching session with Henry this year.
Absolutely. I'm sure that the Limitless Nation has been inspired by your story. I know that I absolutely am inspired and enjoyed hearing everything that you had to say.
Thank you, Donovan. Thank you.
Until next time, this is Donovan saying stay limitless.
Well, that's a wrap. Please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the word subscribe. And if you want to go deeper on learning on what you need to do to hunt your future, make sure you watch the interview that I've done with Donovan on what you need to do to hunt your future on every aspect of your being. This allows you to live a limitless life on every aspect of your life, starting from today's forward. Plus, you are going to receive tips and tricks on what you need to do to tackle your day, tackle your challenges on every situation, every single time. So go ahead and download it right now, and until then, stay limitless.